Joanne?
All right, everybody, please stand. As is the custom at Whittier College, in honor of the Quaker founders of this fine institution, please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. I practice Nichiren Buddhism with the Soka Gakkai International. The mission of Whittier College is in line with my Buddhist beliefs, specifically that each person has unlimited potential and a unique mission that only he or she can achieve in life. We are all precious and irreplaceable. I feel a special connection to this graduating class as they began their challenge of college the same year I began my journey developing my dream of becoming a college professor here at Whittier College. We sat together during orientation, you developing a better understanding of what it would mean to be college students, and I developing a much greater appreciation of what being a college professor would mean. Because this is such a significant moment in the lives of everyone here, I want to ask that each of us commits to something today. It is a simple act. I ask that you fill your hearts with gratitude for this moment, this precious moment in time. It is the summation of all the hard work of us all. Students, families, faculty, staff, administrators, trustees, even the mayor of LA. Buddhism teaches that we are all interconnected. We could not be here at this precious moment without one another. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of the present moment as it contains the potential to transform every future moment by the causes we make in the here and now. Please fully embrace this present moment for the next few hours and work to maintain a heart of appreciation in all of your endeavors from this moment on. In the words of Daisaku Ikeda, president of the SGI and who I consider my mentor in life, quote, "It is my earnest wish that each of you will fully experience days of youth, free from all regrets, that you will live out your lives with strength, wisdom, and high spirits in your chosen place of mission, filled with the burning vitality of a fighting optimism," end quote. I will close now by chanting 3 times the mantra that is the essential practice of Nichiren Buddhists. I would like to invite you to join me if you would like, and so I will now pronounce it very slowly so that you can repeat after me, and then we will all join together. Are you ready? Nam,
Nam,
Myoho,
Myoho,
Renge,
Renge,
Kyo.
Kyo.
Not so hard, right? Are you all ready? Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Thank you.
Thank you.
You may be seated. Before we start this ceremony, I would ask that any of you who have a little bit of space around you, would you scrunch together, love one another, get to know your neighbors, make some room so that more people can find seats and enjoy this wonderful ceremony. So if we can just take a few seconds to put your belongings on the floor, hold them in your hand, and create space for others. Thank you. Joanne Hash, you are an assistant professor of psychology, a respected scholar, a popular teacher, and a leader of the lay Buddhist organization, SGI. We thank you for those words of prayer that you've offered to us to start this day. Thank you, Joanne. And let's give a big hand to Professor of Political Science Michael McBride, who this year became the longest-serving faculty member in the history of this college. Mike tells me that this is the first time in his more than 4 decades that thunderstorms and hail were predicted for commencement day. Our physics faculty, who may have less experience at the college but know more about electricity, tell me that standing out on a flat field in an electrical storm is not exactly safe. So while being inside for our ceremony was no one's preference, I am relieved that today will be memorable for reasons other than a bolt of lightning striking a new alum. On a serious note, thank you all for the flexibility you have shown as we have dealt with this unprecedented situation. And graduates, while we are sitting here snug in the Graham Athletic Center, we are live streaming this event. And there are people in the Shannon Center, in Hoover Hall, and maybe even watching in their pajamas in the safety and of their own homes all around the world. So graduates of the 2015 class, there is the camera. Stand up and give everyone a big wave. All right. I now formally convene the 112th commencement celebration, and I give a warm welcome to the Whittier families, friends, faculties, and trustees who are here, and our special guest, the inspiring individual who will receive an honorary doctorate and become a poet this morning, the Honorable Eric Garcetti. The class of 2015 is a remarkable group. It includes artists and athletes, activists and scientists, dedicated scholars, talented performers, educators, and educators-to-be. These students came from all over the country and all over the world, as represented by the flags behind me. They brought with them to Whittier many different backgrounds and beliefs. And here on this campus, these students have been united by opportunity and learning in and outside the classroom. Members of the class of 2015, some of you will earn your first advanced degree today. Undoubtedly, given your persistence and talent, you will earn more. Others of you are concluding a chapter in your lives that began what may seem like a short time ago, with igniting the light of learning at the opening convocation. For all, today commemorates your hard work, your dedication, and your determination to earn this degree. It is now my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Board of Trustees of Whittier College, Alan Lund, from the class of 1971.
It is an honor to add my welcome to graduates, to their families, and to all of our distinguished guests. As a fellow alumnus and as chair of the Board of Trustees, I can tell all of today's graduates that you made the right decisions to choose Whittier as your alma mater. I am confident that this will become even more obvious to you in the years to come as you benefit from your flexibility and agility of your liberal arts education in your careers, as you serve your communities, and as you pursue further opportunities for lifelong learning. Shortly, you will become members of a prestigious and fun club, the Alumni Association of Whittier College. Congratulations. I want to welcome our new graduates to this prestigious association. And as we view all alumni as members of the family, we should warn you that you now have more than 16,000 poet relatives. They live in 6 continents, 54 countries, and with the exception of the Virgin Islands, every U.S. state and territory. Although there are members of the poet family all over the world, many of us take great pleasure in coming back to this beautiful campus. In fact, I know there are many alumni, parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends of today's graduates in the audience today. May I ask all Whittier College alumni to please stand and be recognized. What an impressive group. I hope that seeing a few alumni will encourage you new graduates to come to alumni events. You may find opportunities to network with the founder of Rhino Records, our 4-time Emmy-winning director, a Tyler Prize-winning environmental scientist, Broadway actresses, bank presidents, an art procurer, journalists for the Washington Post, CNN, and CBS News, a Mars Phoenix Landing mission member, a Newbery Award-winning children's author, vineyard owners, travel writers, a pro wrestler, and coaches of the National Football League, Major League Baseball, and Major League Lacrosse, not to mention the numerous diplomats, doctors, lawyers, and CEOs, and the former CFO for Apple. He's behind me. Whatever you want to become in our alumni body, we have family members to guide you. At this college, we celebrate the fact that members of our Whittier alumni family are not only leaders, they define leadership with creative vision, strategic analysis, and of course, a strong academic foundation. They chair boards of major corporations, direct nonprofits, lead global initiatives for multinational corporations, serve as college presidents and school system superintendents, and justices of state Supreme Courts. They have achieved high ranks in all branches of the military, and one was even elected to the highest position in this land. Among our alumni leaders are members of the Board of Trustees, and they are joined by non-alumni who believe so strongly in the mission of this institution that they work tirelessly for you and so that the future generations will benefit from Whittier's distinctive education. Will the august group of Whittier College trustees please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your meaningful contributions to this college. I would not be surprised if among our outstanding graduates today, there is a future trustee or two. Let me just say, we eagerly anticipate your involvement. Thank you.
Now it is my great pleasure and honor to recognize the faculty of Whittier College. Unusually dedicated to their students, they are mentors and friends. In their teaching, they inspire. In their scholarship, they set an example of lifelong learning and intellectual inquiry. Will the faculty please stand? Each year, Whittier College recognizes the exceptional contributions of one member of the faculty by awarding the Harry W. Nearhood Award for Teaching Excellence. At this time, would past recipients of this prestigious honor now stand and be recognized? This year, we presented the award to Associate Professor of Mathematics, Jeffrey Luchin. Will students who have been taught by Professor Luchin stand, and let's give him a big cheer as we all cheer him on. It is our tradition to invite a graduating senior to speak at the commencement ceremony. This year, the selection committee has chosen an outstanding representative of the class of 2015, Jamie Ulrich, or Jay. Jay, as most of us know her. Jay transferred to Whittier almost a decade after she first attended a local community college. Here, she earned distinction as an anthropology major and a religious studies minor. She is a John Greenleaf Whittier Scholar and a Mellon Mays Undergraduate Fellow. As well as a member of several honorary societies, she is really burdened by all of the society members. She is also an Ionian. A first-year writing and transfer student mentor, she has demonstrated great care for her fellow students, as well as leadership as music director of the college's radio station and president of the Sociology and Anthropology Club. Additionally, she has excelled at undergraduate research, presenting with fellow students and faculty at academic conferences. She plans a career in public health, and I give you Jay.
Good morning, parents, family members, faculty, alumni, Board of Trustees, and the graduating class of 2015. My name is Jamie Ulrich, and I thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of my Whittier College peers. I thought long and hard about how I could possibly sum up my Whittier College experience in a way that would express how I feel today. I decided the best place to start would be from the beginning. Don't worry, I'm a transfer student, so this will not be a 4-year-long reflection. I never thought I would be a poet. I've been a hostess, a Starbucks barista, a restaurant server, a caregiver, and a singer, but never a poet. Transferring into Whittier in the fall of 2012, at the age of 30, I knew 2 things. 1, I had been given a second chance at life. And 2, I was going to do everything in my power to make the most of this chance through my college career at Whittier. At Whittier, one can experience being a freshman writing mentor or a transfer student mentor. Working for a radio station like K-Poet or co-producing an on-campus music festival. You can start a new club or join a new one. Pledge into a society. You can tour Hawaii with the college choir, become an NMFU fellow, or work for professors from multiple disciplines. One can experience being a reading friend to an elementary student, volunteering for Acropolis, or playing a lead role in a play without even being a theater major. Studying abroad in distant places like Myanmar, presenting undergraduate research at academic conferences, all while maintaining the support needed to complete college with honors. I know this is possible at Whittier because I did all of these things in my short time here. With my admittance into Whittier, I knew that if I mentally and physically invested in my education, if I put in the time, I would get the results I desired. I was able and willing, with the mentality that it was all me up against every obstacle. But something happened at Whittier that I was not expecting. And it's the kind of thing that I wouldn't be able to understand unless I'd experienced it for myself. What happened is that I and that me turned into a we. I realized that my investment into my classes and my work was not a one-way street, but it was something contingent and shared, something celebrated, not by just one professor or a small cohort of professors, but literally by every single one. A lot of places and a lot of colleges talk about a lot of things. But here at Whittier, we don't just talk about it, we do it. And it's evident, not only the fact that we were named as one of the top institutions in Forbes magazine, or that our college is leading in diversity, so much so that President Obama had the privilege of getting some pointers from our very own President Hertzberger. But it is also evident in each and every one of us and what we now have to offer to our communities. Our Whittier College education has refined and enhanced our ability to work within a variety of communities, has given us the power and the ability to communicate effectively in diverse ways, has taught us to see the world, not only from our own perspective, but with the compassion and non-ethnocentric framework needed to understand different perspectives from different cultures. And lastly, what I think is one of the most important lessons is that Whittier has taught us how to make connections, not only between one another, but connections that go across all borders and all boundaries. Our ability to make connections and bridge the gaps is essential for making a positive impact in our world. And that's what makes our Whittier education priceless. When we can fearlessly celebrate our differences and collaborate with one another without diminishing the beliefs and cultures of others, we can take one more step toward peaceful and graceful living. Whittier College Class of 2015, as you walk across this very tiny stage, walk across it with humility, knowing that this journey was not just an individual journey, but one supported by friends, family, faculty, and the generosity of alumni and donors, and also walk with pride in knowing that we did it together. As a graduating class of 2015, we are now empowered with the resources, knowledge, and tools to be the change and make the changes that we wish to see in our world. Congratulations to all the proud parents and family members, faculty and staff, and congratulations to my fellow poets, the graduating class of 2015. The pen is indeed mightier than the sword. Onward, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
I would now ask trustee and proud poet parent Christopher Caldwell to come to the podium.
Thank you, President Hertzberger. I am honored to begin Whittier's awarding of degrees by presenting this year's recipient of an honorary doctorate, my mayor and my friend, Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti. I want to personally thank the mayor for being here today. We can all appreciate that his schedule is busy every minute of every day, but I know that he is particularly busy today, and unfortunately the mayor will be forced to leave our ceremony after his address to get back to the business of Los Angeles. I first met Eric almost 20 years ago when he was a graduate student and still in his 20s. I recognized then, as now, that he is a testament to the value of an interdisciplinary liberal education. His undergraduate studies were in the fields of political science and urban studies. His graduate studies were in the fields of international affairs, ethnicity, and nationality. He is a talented jazz pianist and music composer, an athlete who plays a mean game of basketball, a teacher, an actor, a member of a labor union, and as you will soon learn, a gifted and compassionate orator. And I can't talk about Eric Garcetti without sending you to his photography on his Instagram account. He is a walking, talking, and singing product of the liberal arts. Here at Whittier, we uphold our Quaker roots by presenting honorary degrees to people who utilize the skills gained from a liberal arts education to put into action our values of justice and social action, community and equality, and Mayor Eric Garcetti is just such a person. All of Mayor Garcetti's actions are motivated by his desire to advance justice. And the key word here is actions. He does not merely talk about justice, but acts on his commitment, beginning with his union organizing work while he was in college, his later work on behalf of women who were victims of sexual violence in Africa, and his many initiatives as mayor to protect and serve the most needy residents of Los Angeles. Mayor Garcetti also embodies the Quaker value of community, recognizing that in a global city like Los Angeles, we have obligations to communities both large and small. He began his first successful race for Los Angeles City Council when he was only 29 years old, by knocking on the doors of nearly every one of the 200,000 residents of his council district. My family, including my two children, now both Whittier poets, joined Team Garcetti 15 years ago to walk precincts, knock on doors, and talk to the people in our community about our friend. Eric won that race, and my family has remained a part of Team Garcetti ever since. But Mayor Garcetti's community commitments are also personal and intimate. The mayor and his incredible partner and wife, LA First Lady Amy Elaine Wakeland, have found space in their lives and their hearts to repeatedly serve as foster parents. You will never read about that private commitment to families and children on their websites or in their bios. Mayor Garcetti also has taken bold steps to support our core Whittier value of equality. He performed the first same-sex wedding on the steps of City Hall when he married two of my friends. And he has used his powers as mayor to put equality into action. More than half of his appointees to Los Angeles City Commissions have been women, and some 2/3 of those appointees are people of color or lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. For these and many, many other reasons, it gives me great pleasure to ask Assistant Professor of History Nat Zappia to escort Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti to the podium to receive his honorary doctorate of humane letters.
Eric Garcetti, you have studied and worked around the world. You hold bachelor's and master's degrees from Columbia University. You are a Rhodes Scholar at Oxford University and the London School of Economics. You worked in Asia and Africa. You could have made your mark anywhere in the world, but you chose to return here to Los Angeles, to your home, to teach at USC and Occidental College. I think we could all agree you'd make a great poet professor as well. For a dozen years, you served on the Los Angeles City Council, representing the 13th District, which includes Hollywood, Echo Park, and Silver Lake, areas that saw dramatic revitalization under your leadership. As a clear sign of their trust and admiration for you, your peers elected you council president 4 times. And to further underscore your commitment to service in a time of war, you volunteered and earned a commission in the United States Navy. On July 1st, 2013, you were sworn in as the 42nd mayor of Los Angeles, the youngest person to serve in this high post in more than a century. Pragmatic and approachable, You have a reputation for solving the everyday problems of residents and for getting government back to basics. As mayor, you have refocused City Hall on what matters most in people's daily lives, creating jobs and cleaning and fixing our streets while also keeping them safe. You are confronting head-on the greatest challenges faced by Los Angeles. You are leading the charge to raise the city's minimum wage. You are leading the state in addressing our historic drought. Thanks for bringing the rain today. And you are leading the nation in preparing Los Angeles for the big earthquake we know is coming. You are a champion for immigrants, leading municipal efforts in the face of federal gridlock. And you are a national leader on the environment, making Los Angeles #1 in the nation when it comes to solar, electric vehicle infrastructure, water conservation, and green jobs. You have said that Los Angeles is now a hub for the world, culturally, ethnically, and economically. Eric Garcetti, as mayor, with your practical leadership, idealistic vision, and dedicated public service, you are at the center of that hub, inspiring all of us here at Whittier College. For these reasons, Madam President, it is with great pleasure that I present the Honorable Eric Garcetti for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Eric M. Garcetti, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the Whittier College Board of Trustees and the State of California, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations. We need to get you.